I guess.
What are your fondest memories, Chris, here?
Fondest memories? I mean, the following year was outstanding, especially coming out of college and then playing your first full season here. So playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night was pretty special, especially, like I said, coming out of the draft. And, I went to Santa Barbara. We didn't play in front of a lot of people, so to come here and have a packed house was really, really cool.
Tito was saying that it's actually beneficial for a lot of the guys to have the simulated type of feel for regular game, having batting practice in front of a crowd. You feel the same way that, having an environment like this can help get ready for Thursday?
Yeah, I think the more we can, replicate a normal day is important, especially coming out of spring training where it's a little more wonky of a schedule. So, I think getting out here, getting on time, been out west for the last 7 weeks. So I think getting on a night schedule is going to be important, even though we open up at 4. But I think all that stuff's important.
Pulling up to the ballpark today, what are maybe some of the first memories that popped in your head as you pulled up here?
I mean, it was cool. It's been a long time, like 18 years from now, driving up here. But it looked the same downtown, coming into that little square. And, it did bring back a lot of happy memories. Having started my career here.
First spring as hitting coach, what have you learned? How have you, implemented or conveyed to the guys your philosophy about hitting?
Yeah, started this off season when I got hired. There's a lot of conversations with the guys and, trying to get up to speed. And these guys did a great job, embracing some of the changes that we want to make. I thought we had a very productive spring. We start in 2 days, so we'll see how that translates. But I was really pleased with the way, spring went.
What about Ellie stands out the most to you?
Ellie did a great job controlling the strike zone all spring training. That was a big emphasis for us going into this winter was, he has to earn the strike zone to get more strikes. So to see him, being patient, hunting pitches that he wants to swing at, I think that's going to pay off dividends as we go into the season.
How much, if at all, the Great American Ballpark being Anders Park affect your philosophy for this season?
I don't want to be a victim of Great American. I think we're going to play 81 games on the road as well. We have a dynamic enough offense that, we can't just play for the home run. We have a lot of ways that we can score runs. So, getting that buy-in during spring that we have to be good situationally hitting. We have to bunt. We have to do things. We can create a lot of chaos with this roster. So, getting away from the home runs are going to happen, but not living and dying by it.
What did you guys do during the spring to work on situational hitting, all those little things that come up during the game?
I mean, we made an emphasis on it. I think a lot of teams talk about it, but it has to be part of our identity. So it was definitely something that we worked on every day in batting practice. It was something that we had meetings about. And then in the dugout during the game, there's power in the high five. So when those situations came up, really highlighting it and building the guys up that, sacrificed themselves or gave themselves up to help the team win.
Is bunting part of your philosophy?
Absolutely.
What were, if you can divulge in the conversations with a guy like Ellie, where he has all the star power in the world, had a lot of strikeouts last year. How do you, as a coach, work with him to, lay off that outside pitch and live to see another one?
I think, it's not talking about the strikeouts. That's the elephant in the room, I think, with him. But I think the biggest thing for Ellie is not getting to 2 strikes, or how are we getting to 2 strikes. So kind of, re-engineering that. Is he chasing early in the count? Is he being too passive early in the count? So, more conversation about like what he's attacking, what he wants to do, rather than trying to focus on some type of 2-strike approach. He has all the talent in the world. He shouldn't have one. He can look to change a game, in any count. Again, like I said, he's got to earn the strike zone or he has to earn back the strike zone with some of the chase that's shown that, the more strikes he swings at, the more balls he takes, he's going to get pitches to hit.
How ready does Matt McLean seem to you after having missed all last season?
Oh, he's great. I mean, he played in the fall league. He came to spring training ready. I'm really excited to see him go.
Okay, and then how about Tito? How have these guys responded to him? How have you seen that, witnessed that?
I mean, from day one, I think there's been a culture shift. I think there's been a standard that Tito brings. We're going to have fun, but we're going to play the game the right way. It's not about home runs. It's not about doing those things. It's doing the little things, backing up bases, running the bases the right way. So Tito's a big stickler with that, and I think that started from day one.
As well as Sunday's game went against Cleveland, does that give you more confidence going into this week as opposed to if you guys had struggled on last Sunday?
I mean, spring training games are tough. It was nice that we all got to play together. I think we've had very few games where we went 1 through 9. So it was nice to see the boys all in a rhythm and all playing together.
Hayes, when you guys signed him, I don't know that he wasn't viewed as a power hitter. Like, how much real power has he shown since he got here?
I mean, I think it's always been in there. I think it showed a little bit in spring training. He's an ultimate pro, though. He knows what he's trying to do. He's helped bring along a lot of these younger guys on this team. So, I think in this ballpark, to your question, I think there's going to be some more power that we see out of him, but he knows how to play the game the right way.
Is good? Thanks, Chris.